News Talk 1240.
Ooh, baby, it's the Mr. Judd Show.
Yes, it is. Glory, glory, hallelujah. The sun is shining in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Well, it's been nice after all these cloudy, rainy, kind of not so nice days. But the day is a beautiful day. Get out and enjoy it. The weather's nice, a little warm today. It's going to cool off for tomorrow. So make sure you get out and about and enjoy that. Hey, this hour of the Mr. Judd Show is brought to you by Rick Davis Gold and Diamonds. They're having a remount party. That's right, a remount party. I guess you take your ring over there, and let's say you don't like what's in it, the diamond, or maybe you have another diamond, you want to swap them out. They'll do all that for you. And it's 50% off, and they have 50% off of their repair center, too. So make sure you get over to Rick Davis Gold and Diamonds. They're located at 5301 Brainerd Road. You know where they're at. They're right there between Moore Road and Eastgate Mall. Give them a call, 423-499-9162. That's 423-499-9162, and that is Rick Davis Gold and Diamonds. You want to take advantage of that in a hurry. And don't forget the wings over Georgia, too. We're going to talk about that here in just a little bit. Great interview with yesterday. I mean, it's going to be a heck of a show down there. So make sure if you can this weekend, make some plans to get down to Rome, Georgia. About 45 minutes away, depending on how you drive. I can get down there in about 45 minutes. Amazon brings colleges to its Chattanooga distribution center. Now, I know I've heard a lot of not so good things about working at Amazon. And, you know, some of that is just, I think it's just people moaning and complaining and just don't want to work, to be honest with you. I mean, the work in there, I understand you walk a lot. I understand they time you. Wow, they make you accountable. That's got to be tough work. You know, whether they say the average person in Amazon walks between 9 and 11 miles a day. I mean, that's a great healthcare program if you look at it. And then they want you to, you know, set a schedule and hit certain targets. So they teach you about goals. I mean, I don't see a lot wrong with it outside of, we're a pretty lazy society. And if you're eating Big Macs and Burger King all day, maybe, you know, your old lard butt don't want to get up and walk 9 or 11 miles a day. But, you know, they have other things that are going on too. And you know, we hear all of the bad things about Amazon. They won't let you wear a watch there. Okay. Big deal. I don't wear a watch anyway. I could work there. But I mean, I mean, are they the perfect company? No. Is there the perfect company out there? No. But they are providing 3,000 jobs. And this is before they even do their ramp up for the holiday season. They are providing 3,000 jobs here in the Chattanooga area. So it says Amazon brings college to its Chattanooga's distribution center. Andrew Finesse is working at Amazon Chattanooga Distribution Center in the returns department today, but his future may be in computer-aided design. Finesse is 32, and he's taken the CAD coursework at the newly dedicated classroom the company has built inside its sprawling Enterprise South Industrial Park facility. Sprawling. Now it's an estate. It's like the Biltmore. He said he probably would have taken the class at Chattanooga State Community College if it hadn't been offered at Amazon, but having it on site makes it handy and saves on transportation. You know, I like this trend with some of the larger companies that they are offering, you know, these facilities on their site so that, you know, I mean, it does make it easier because people are going back and they are, you know, trying to continue their education or maybe get a new skill. And I just think it makes it very, very good for the employee, and it's a great benefit. Amazon on Tuesday officially rolled out its new classroom as it expands a program that prepays 95% of employees' tuition for classes in the high demand fields, regardless of whether those skills are relevant to the jobs at the online retailer. Now that's pretty good. That's a pretty good sense of community. Large companies normally don't have that, but I think that's pretty good. They're paying 95% of the tuition. And it may not even have anything that does, that works with Amazon. I am sure, though, that builds some employee loyalty to Amazon. So I don't think it's just, hey, I'm going to go here. I'm going to walk my 9-10 miles a day and get my free education or almost free education. I like that it's 95% because it gives some investment by the person that has taken the class. I mean, they're going to have to pay some money out of pocket. So it kind of, keeps them financially obligated to finish the class, which I think is good. Chattanooga State President Dr. Flora Tidings said the college, which is providing instructors will go where the students are. She termed the company's career choice tuition program on-site classroom an impressive opportunity for the employees. Amazon now employs about 3,000 people in its Chattanooga distribution center and hasn't yet started hiring for temporary slots for the Christmas holidays. I mean, that's 3,000 jobs. And I know they have a lot of turnover. I mean, I know some people lasted about 2 weeks there. Maybe this is one of those jobs that Americans don't want to do. Maybe Americans need to get up off their lug butts and get in there and do something. I know that they offer health care. They do have a benefits package. Yeah, it's work. Work, that 4-letter word that seems to be something in America that we just don't want to talk about anymore. But my kudos to Amazon for helping further the education of the people that work with them, because I think that's very important. Very, very important. That they're giving back something, and it's actually giving back to individuals. So I'm sure that they have the slots are available. I mean, I think this was a great program. Good to hear that they rolled that out and they have it on their facility, because it was like Andrew said in the article, he can probably either go to class before he goes to work, or maybe he goes to class after he works. It does save on time. It does save on transportation. And, the other big thing is juggling his schedule. I mean, he doesn't have to juggle a schedule. I've got to hurry up and get here. Man, I got to hurry up and get out of the facility. Maybe they need him to work over. Maybe that class doesn't start, for an hour and a half there, because I'm sure that they're structuring these classes to make it as simple and easy for the employees to take advantage of. But thank you, Amazon. I know Russell, the adolescent from the Digital Drive, had a great story about how, Amazon wants you, kind of like, America wants you. Amazon wants you to help deliveries, which I think is a pretty cool thing. I mean, think about that. You get paid. Let's say you have to go to Dunlap to do some work tomorrow. And, you hook up on the Amazon app and they say, well, I've got 4 packages that need to be delivered tomorrow in Dunlap. Well, then they're basically paying you to go to Dunlap. So I think that's a pretty neat thing. They are doing a lot of things. I think they make a bigger impact in our area than we know, because most of the focus is on VW, but, employing 3,000 people is pretty impressive there at Amazon. And then, of course, they really ramp that up in the Christmas holidays when they start to get busy. So go to Amazon.com today and buy you something. Maybe it's just a $2 little thing to put on your phone or something, but support Amazon, because I know they are a global company, but they are making an impact here locally in Chattanooga. All righty. The Digital Drive's following me, and I mean, he's going to have a story on Twitter. Not he's going to have a story. He's going to have a story about Twitter. How about that? And how they're wanting to increase their characters. He'll be all enthralled with that. I know. I hope you follow him on Twitter, and I'm going to twist his arm and make the adolescent give his Twitter handle out, so that you can follow him on Twitter. You can follow us on Twitter at Hot News Talk Radio, and that's pretty simple. It's Hot News Talk Radio on Twitter and on Facebook. I know Monday on Facebook, after Clutch, the Keon Rose show, he put up on there, what do you think about Butch Jones and the coaching job he did this past Saturday? Maybe you want to go on Facebook and respond to that. It's pretty simple. It's Hot News Talk Radio. You can listen to us at hotnewstalkradio.com. And I am filing a petition right now to get my name put on the website, so all of my people rise up. There's a phone number at the bottom of the page. It's kind of a back number that you can call somebody and irritate him. Call him and just give him heck on that. So you can go to hotnewstalkradio.com. And remember, anywhere at any time, you can go to the TuneIn app. That's a free app for either your smartphone, whether it's an Apple or an Android platform. It doesn't matter, but you can download it for free. You can listen to us for free anywhere at any time, and that's a great signal that comes through there, as does the hotnewstalkradio.com signal. So there's no reason you can't listen to us. And of course, you can listen to us on your AM radio at 1240, where AM is alive and well, and we are kicking butt every day because we're the hottest, the newsiest, the talkingest radio station in this fair city. Should we get into politics? Maybe. But I do want to go through the NASCAR, kind of let you know I think I've kind of got this worked out on how the NASCAR thing is going to work. Maybe I can explain it to you simplified.
You expect lots of clouds and fog to start out your Wednesday. Could see an afternoon shower. Highs upper 70s tonight. A little cooler, low 60 to 63 for Thursday and Friday. Unsettled and cool with showers off and on and high temperatures staying into the 60s. Experience the demo teams of the U.S. Air Force F-22 Raptor, F-A-18 Hornet, U.S. Marine Corps Osprey, and the Geico Sky Typers at the Wings Over North Georgia Air Show in Rome this Saturday and Sunday. And I'm WDEF News 12's Chief Meteorologist Patrick Orr. On AM 1240, Hot News Talk Radio.
You give us 12 minutes and 40 seconds, we'll give you Chattanooga and the world.
News Talk 1240.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Costa, host of the Costa Report, every Sunday at 9 a.m. My guest this week was the former Secretary of Education, Mr. William Bennett, whose controversial new book titled America the Strong is getting ready to hit bookstores this month. Don't miss a thought-provoking one-on-one conversation with William Bennett this Sunday at 9 a.m. on the Costa Report, right here on AM 1240, Hot News Talk Radio.
Here you are, working to keep your customers happy and to manage your cash flow. IRS problems are the last thing you need, but here they are, flapping about you like vultures. Get help from Eric Pelton and his team of accountants at E.J. Pelton Company. Audits, letters, proposed return changes, 1099s, penalty threats. Pelton Tax Resolution Services brings peace of mind and helps you keep more of what you've earned. EJPelton.com. Offices on Brainerd Road and in Saudi Daisy, just north of the Bilo. That's E.J. Pelton. Call 622-3156. Think ahead, 622-3156.
Hey, all you gun enthusiasts! Carter Shooting Supply has just bought a crazy load of guns and is having a crazy huge sale event. Going on now, a huge inventory of Smith & Wesson, Glock, Ruger, and Taurus, all on sale. Taurus guns have a mail-in rebate for $25 to $50. All long guns and all ammo on sale, too, just in time for hunting season. Come in and take advantage of this crazy huge sale event. Going on now at Carter Shooting Supply. Or shop from home by going to CarterShootingSupply.com. Highway 58, Harrison. Check our prices before you buy.
Are you tired of working in corporate America, or have you recently lost your job and would like to consider owning your own business? If you are, please call me, as I can help you look at franchises or business opportunities that fit you, the economy that we're in, and the type of businesses that are right in the greater Chattanooga area. After I help my clients find the right opportunity, I also help them find the best way to finance the business, including paying yourself through the startup phase. If you would like to learn more about opportunities that may be right for you, please call me for a free assessment. My name is Bruce Krebs at the Entrepreneur Source. Phone number is 423-875-5621.
If you have the DTs, the shakes, because your phone is on the fritz, you have nomophobia. You need help. Your telecom doctor is in. Cell Surgeon at Northgate Mall. Cell Surgeon yanks open the ribcage of your phone, pries out the dead heart, and puts in the beating life that you lead on your cell phone. Broken screen, phone not charging, water damage, battery given out? Cell Surgeon at Northgate Mall next Old Chicago Pizza. Check us out on Facebook. Open Sunday. Cell Surgeon. We bring your phone back to life. Mention Hot News Talk Radio and get 10% off.
This is America Now with Meghan McCain.
Al Gore running is crazy. You're flying around in your private jet all over the world, and you want average Americans to care about the environment. Don't you think you should be doing your part as well?
Meghan McCain, weekdays at 7 p.m.
You give us 12 minutes and 40 seconds, we'll give you Chattanooga and the world.
News Talk 1240.
Ooh, baby, it's the Mr. Judd Show.
Yes, it is. Hey, did you know Tex is back? You know, he was wrangling rattlesnakes in Arizona for a couple of weeks, but now he's back. So if you hadn't caught his show and you missed him, you kind of missed, man, that from that 6 to 7 o'clock p.m. hour, you know you're going to hear Tex. He's back. I meant to tell you that the other day. Tex is back, and boy, he's ornery as ever. I think he got a little snake bit or something over there. I don't know. This segment is brought to you by Wings Over Georgia. Hey, that's that big air show down in Rome. About 45 minutes from here. They got a nice airport down there. Got tons of stuff going on. They're going to have the Clydesdale pulling team with the big Clydesdale and Budweiser wagon behind it. That'd be pretty cool to see. They're going to have all kinds of stuff going on as far as the air show. Of course, they're featuring the U.S. Air Force F-22 Raptors. You're going to have Charlie Daniels there Saturday night. A little CDB will be in the house, shaking it up. And then fireworks. Everybody likes fireworks. All kinds of stuff going on. I mean, they're going to have, they've got the Skyriders, the Geico Skyriders, which actually is like a dot matrix printer, and they're going to be writing sentences, not just words. So that'd be pretty cool. Ladies for Liberty will be there. That they're going to give you some music from back in the World War II deal. So that'd be pretty cool to see. So make sure you get your family down there. You're going to have all kind of aircraft that are going to be static, which means you can, actually walk through them. And then they're going to have some aircraft rides too. I know one of them is a DC-3, a reconditioned DC-3. I think that'd be pretty cool. That's kind of what started all of the aviation as far as you traveling around the country in airlines. So that'd be pretty cool. Get down there. You can go there at wingsovernorthgeorgia.com. That's wingsovernorthgeorgia.com. And just make sure you get your tickets early, save a little dollars there, and then go down and enjoy the air show. That's Saturday and Sunday, this Saturday and Sunday. South Dakota tribe to open nation's first marijuana resort. Now, this is from the Associated Press. Yep, that's it. It's going to be a Sioux tribe, which has already proven its business acumen, running a successful casino, 120-room hotel, and a 240-head buffalo ranch on the plains of South Dakota. So this is pretty cool. So, the first thing that struck me when I read this, I'll tell you this in a minute. Let's get into this. But those enterprises have not been immune from competition and the lingering effects of the Great Recession. So the small tribe of 400 is undertaking a new venture, opening the nation's first marijuana resort on its reservation. The experiment could offer a new money-making model for tribes nationwide seeking the economic opportunity beyond casinos. One thing about having a marijuana resort is you will get zero complaints. None. Zero. Can you imagine? I mean, everybody is all toked up and higher than a kite. What are they going to complain about? Okay, so you didn't get room service. Man, they don't care. They don't care. Just have another smoke. That's it, dude. Take another toke. I know my food's cold. I mean, it doesn't matter. I love this idea. It's a great idea. What a better resort to have. You get no complaints. No one's in a hurry for anything. So it's not like, I got to hurry up and have this. I got to hurry up, hurry up and bring me some towels. Oh, they don't care. Probably forget that they've even ordered fresh towels. Oh, so what? The room didn't get clean. Big deal, man. Fire one up. The first marijuana resort. This is incredible. And of course, it's in South Dakota. Of course, they're going to need to maybe put some extra in the wintertime. Now that ought to be fun. At least nobody will be getting out of their rooms. There'll be a reason to stay in their rooms. And I'm sure, how some of the hotels and resorts, when you check in, they'll give you like champagne and maybe some chocolate covered strawberries or something like that. I'm sure that once you get in your room at the first marijuana resort in South Dakota, they're going to have Doritos. They got to have bags of Doritos there, free bag of Doritos every day. You get one bag free every day. I think that would be good. I think that's cool. So maybe we can organize a trip. We'll get with the adolescent and Clutch. We're already talking about doing a caliphate. And we're going to put a different spin on the caliphate. It's going to be myself. It's going to be the adolescent. And we're going to get Keon Rose, sports guy. We're going to make it a fun caliphate. It's going to be a little different than ISIS caliphate. It kind of be a carnival atmosphere, much like Carnival Funeral Home, but kind of in a caliphate kind of way. So look for that. Maybe we can hook up with the first marijuana resort there. I guarantee you, they probably already have reservations in there. They're probably pre-booking. Of course, these people will forget that they've booked and where they're going and how to get home, but that's okay. That's okay. So if maybe we can take our first carnival fun type midway atmosphere for the caliphate, and we can go up to this Sioux tribe in South Dakota, and maybe we can form an alliance. And now we've got a whole new thing going on here. I mean, see, this is the way the entrepreneur mind works. And tomorrow, if you've ever thought about starting a business, if at any time you said, I want to start a business, or even thought about it and you don't even know where to start, well, tomorrow we have the Entrepreneur Hour here, and it's going to be from 11 to 12. That's, I don't mind giving the microphone over to Bruce Krebs. First of all, he's got one of the great voices in radio, but second of all, he's just full of knowledge, and the way he disseminates his knowledge out to you is incredible. And, he's here to help you. So if you're interested in starting a business, maybe it's just something you're kind of toying with at the beginning and you want some more information, listen to the Entrepreneur Hour with Bruce Krebs tomorrow. Or maybe you want to give him a call today. Maybe you want to jump ahead of things. Give him a call, 423-875-5621. That's 423-875-5621. Now, we have great programming all day long. But at 5 o'clock, we are the only radio station. Listen to me close. The only radio station that does an hour of news from 5 to 6. We do local news. We do breaking news. We do national, international news. But most importantly, we're going to give you traffic and weather. Now, yesterday, the weather was pretty important because about the drive home, it started raining. Traffic probably got real important. So make sure you listen to Hot News at 5, and that's from 5 to 6. That is going to be our news director, Russell Stroud. He's the one that commands that. So make sure you listen to that today. I tell you, it's a great hour, an informative hour. We're going to get you home quickly and safely. And that's the mainest thing if you really stop and think about it. We hadn't got into any politics yet, have we? Nope. And I am going to do my best to explain how the NASCAR thing works. Okay? It actually sets up to be pretty cool.
You give us 12 minutes and 40 seconds, we'll give you Chattanooga and the world.
News Talk 1240.
We spent lots of clouds and fog to start out your Wednesday. Could see an afternoon shower, highs upper 70s. Tonight, a little cooler, low 60 to 63 for Thursday and Friday. Unsettled and cool with showers off and on and high temperatures staying into the 60s. Experience the demo teams of the U.S. Air Force F-22 Raptor, F-A-18 Hornet, U.S. Marine Corps Osprey, and the Geico Sky Typers at the Wings Over North Georgia Air Show in Rome this Saturday and Sunday. And I'm WDEF News Wall's Chief Meteorologist Patrick Orr. On AM 1240, Hot News Talk Radio.
Social media, we're on that. Hot News Talk Radio on Facebook, at Hot News Talk Radio on Twitter. Download the TuneIn app and follow us anywhere at any time. AM 1240, Hot News Talk Radio.
Compass Media Network's coverage of the NFL. Hi, this is Jerry Recco. Join Kevin Ray, Danny White, and myself for all the action.
Hot News Talk 1240.
If it's the NFL, it's right here.
You give us 12 minutes and 40 seconds, we'll give you Chattanooga and the world.
Hot News Talk 1240.
If the South would have won, we'd have had it made. I'd probably run for president of the Southern states. The day Elvis passed away would be our national holiday.
Fox News Radio. I'm Lillian Wu. A bill to avert a government shutdown and fund it through December 11th has just cleared the Senate.
The ayes are 78. The nays are 20. The motion to concur is agreed to.
A vote in the House up next later today. Tensions between the U.S. and Russia ratcheting up as Moscow tells the U.S. to stay clear of part of Syria.
Multiple senior U.S. defense officials tell me that it was a Russian three-star general who entered the U.S. embassy today and delivered a verbal démarche to the U.S. defense attaché. According to the transcript of the verbal exchange, the Russian general, quote, requested U.S. warplanes not fly in northern Syria because Russian warplanes were beginning airstrikes.
Fox's Jennifer Griffin. And Ford recalling nearly 350,000 older Windstar minivans because a previous rear axle recall repair might not work. Fox News, we report, you decide.
You give us 12 minutes and 40 seconds, we'll give you Chattanooga and the world.
News Talk 1240.
Ooh, baby, it's the Mr. Judd Show.
And it's a beautiful day. Of course, it's always beautiful when I'm around. Wonder how that works. I wonder how that works. But it is a very nice day. A very nice day. Weather feels great. You have to love this time of year. I mean, fall and spring in Chattanooga is absolutely gorgeous. This is from the Chattanoogan.com. Ironman announces Chattanooga as host of the 2017 Ironman 70.3 World Championship. That's pretty big. I know they're very, very pleased with how Chattanooga has handled the Ironman, and I know that they're very pleased with the turnout that we have. I mean, we really support it. People actually come out and you know, participate and be part of it. So I think, you know, I'm sure that has a lot to do with that. It says Ironman announced Tuesday that it was chosen by Chattanooga to host the 2017 Ironman 70.3 World Championship Triathlon. The championship race will be a 2-day event with the professional and then the age group women racing on Saturday, September the 9th, and the professional and age group men racing on Sunday, September the 10th. Chattanooga beat out 2 other venues where Ironman races were held in Lake Placid, New York, and St. George, Utah. So congratulations, Chattanooga, for picking this up. This will be a big deal. It'll be a 2-day event. So it'll be a big, you know, lots of people here. And this is the World Championship. I wonder if they get a belt like they get on World Championship Wrestling. Wonder if you win the triathlon, you get a big belt. You know, I like to see them before the mic. Kind of, you ever heard of the, I mean, I set the hook with Pat Rose, you know, the way sometimes he talks, hey, brother, I'm going to come running after you. I'm going to outswim you. I'm going to outbike you, and I'm going to outrun you. I'm going to be the world champion Ironman. Yeah, brother. I'd walk 45 miles on a barbed wire fence just to get to you, brother. I mean, I think if they did that, it would be a great spectator sport. It would be a great, then it's on TV. Can you imagine? We make Ironman in Chattanooga because we are a hub for professional wrestling. I mean, think about it. We could really do this upright. Maybe by then, the Marijuana Resort will be up and going, and we can, you know, you win a week there. I don't know. You know, you got to connect all these things together. You know, that's just the way it works. Okay, NASCAR. We are the official NASCAR radio station here at Hot News Talk Radio, 1240 AM. And you can catch every lap of every race. This Sunday, the race begins at 2:30, and it's going to be at Dover International Speedway. I wonder what makes it international. I guess because they have other races there besides NASCAR. Starts at 2:30, and this is, you know, we're right in the middle of the chase. And the chase has kind of changed this year. We're going to talk a little bit about that. You can follow us on Twitter. You can follow us on Facebook, Hot News Talk Radio. Of course, you know, if you're out and about, and let's say you have to go to Atlanta Sunday and you still want to catch the race, it's very simple. You download the TuneIn app on your smartphone, type in Hot News Talk Radio AM 1240, and you can listen to us anywhere at any time. But remember, that's going to be 2:30 this Sunday, October the 4th, and it's going to be coming from the Dover International Speedway. All right, let's see if we can explain this so Lucy can understand it. All right, here's kind of what's going to happen. They've expanded it from 12 to 16 drivers, and I'm talking about the chase. So what they do is they have the point system all year long. and they take the top 16 drivers, and now they're all eligible for the chase. So the chase. So they start their races. After every 3 chase races, which is the last races of the year, they start to whittle the field down. So after the first 3 races, it goes down to 12. Then the next 3 races, it goes to 8. And then the last 3 races, they get it down to 4. Okay, so then the last race, it's almost like a Final Four. The last race, you're going to have 4 drivers. They all start over. It's the winner take all. They're going to have 4 drivers, or I think it's how the 4 place. Maybe you don't win, you come in 5th, but you're the highest one, then you win. So it's going to be pretty exciting. That last race should be very exciting. And, you know, there's some drivers on the cusp that are about to get cut. And then I think this is a good change. I wasn't a big fan of the chase anyway, where they take the top 12 drivers and they basically reset the points and start all over. But I mean, this is, and if you win, if you're one of the top 16 drivers, you automatically move through. It doesn't matter where your point standing is, you move through. So I think this is a good way of doing this. And I think it's going to add a lot of excitement to the end of the NASCAR season, because they've got a lot of competition toward the end of the NASCAR season. They have, they're competing with college football. They're competing with pro football, really toward the end of their season. Then all of a sudden college basketball and college football. I mean, college basketball and pro basketball. Got football on the brain. I wonder why, because it's October. So, maybe this will set them apart. And they're also competing at, in October, you've got the baseball Major League playoffs, which, by the way, the Braves beat the Washington Nationals last night. And you say, okay, why are you talking about that? Because that was a big win for them, because there's no way now they can lose 100 games in a season. They can lose 99, but they can't lose 100. So that's big for the Braves. Anyway, back to NASCAR. I think this is big because it's going to give you, after every 3 races now, I mean, you're going to be kind of sitting on the edge of your seat. And then that last race that they have at Homestead, that last race, you are really wanting to be, I got to watch this. I want to be a part of this. I mean, it's going to be exciting because your top 4 drivers, it's an all-out go. And, and the whole field races. It's not just the 4 of them. So it's going to be how they finish. So I think this was a good move by NASCAR. I hope I explained it so Lucy can understand it, but it's pretty simple. They've started with 16. Then after 3 races, they cut it to 12. Then after the 6th race into the chase, they cut it to 8. After the 9th race into the chase, they've cut it to 4. Those 4 drivers, the last race, winner take all. So wherever they finish, if they all wreck and they finish 26th, I think the 26 win. So I think this is going to be a good thing for NASCAR, where they get hyped up. It's a weird sport where you have your major race right at the beginning of the season. I mean, the Daytona 500 is the jewel of the crown of NASCAR, and they kick their season off with that. And that's not a bad thing. I think that's a good thing too. It makes it unique, but I do think the season's too long. I think they need to shorten the season. I think the same thing about the Major League Baseball season too, but I think they need to shorten their season. But I think, and if they would shorten their season and do this, they really would be relative, because they kind of get lost in the shuffle, but this makes them relative again. I mean, they're really putting themselves on par with other sports that have playoffs and everything. And I think it's really the only way you could do that in NASCAR. Because they have this weird point system, and you get points for leading a lap, and you get points for, knocking Jeff Gordon out, which is this is last season. So if he doesn't make it this season, he is retiring. For those of you that might watch ESPN every now and then, there's a great commercial with him in it where they're kind of showing him around and, letting him know that he may have been one of the most admired drivers in NASCAR, but at ESPN, he's just a regular guy. It's pretty good. Okay, so maybe we explain NASCAR once again, just to remind you that this Sunday, October the 4th, 2:30, they're going to be racing at Dover International. It is one of the chase races. So make sure you listen to it at Hot News Talk Radio, AM 1240, where you should be listening all the time anyway. Did you listen to David Tulis today? I hope so. You should listen to David Tulis every morning from 9 to 11. Or have you read Nooganomics? Have you read Nooganomics? Go to Nooganomics.com. Nooganomics.com. He is a great writer, thoughtful, insightful, intelligent, and he wears a bow tie. I mean, what else do you need? What else do you need? You got to listen to DT. That's the David Tulis Show from 9 to 11. He is my warm-up act. Of course, you've got me from 11 to noon. Reminder, I will not be here tomorrow, but Bruce Krebs will. And he's going to be talking about, as he always does, he does the Entrepreneur Hour, and he's going to, you're going to learn something. If you're interested in starting a business, I guarantee you're going to learn something. After me, though, is the Digital Drive. And as we said, he's going to be talking about Twitter. He's going to give out his Twitter handle. So maybe he, he's got, gosh, I forget how many followers he has. I'm going to say the adolescent in Digital Drive. I'm guessing it's well into that 6-figure mark. And I'm just guessing. I mean, it's pretty big. He's got a lot of followers. Most of them are out of Canada and Chicago. I don't know how that works. You'll have to ask him. And then, of course, we have Clutch. That's the first and only local sports show in Chattanooga. Keon brings it. Who knows who will pop up on his show today? You just never, ever, 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 never, ever, ever know, do you? Might be me. That's right. We will try to hit some political stuff. We will try our best to hit some political stuff because I know people love politics. This hour is brought to you by Rick Davis Gold and Diamonds. Give them a call, 423-499-9162. 423-499-9162.
You give us 12 minutes and 40 seconds, we'll give you Chattanooga and the world.
News Talk 1240.
We spent lots of clouds and fog to start out your Wednesday. Could see an afternoon shower, highs upper 70s tonight. A little cooler, low 60 to 63 for Thursday and Friday. Unsettled and cool with showers off and on and high temperatures staying into the 60s. Experience the demo teams of the U.S. Air Force F-22 Raptor, F-A-18 Hornet, U.S. Marine Corps Osprey, and the Geico Sky Typers at the Wings Over North Georgia Air Show in Rome this Saturday and Sunday. And I'm WDEF News 12's Chief Meteorologist Patrick Orr on AM 1240 Hot News Talk Radio.
It's Rick Davis Gold and Diamonds half-off remounting party going on right now. Rick Davis Gold and Diamonds half-off remounting party is an affordable way to revitalize your jewelry. Don't miss the party going on today at Rick Davis half-off remounting party. Give your diamond ring a fresh new look or a new design, as Rick's Gold and Diamonds will fix it quickly, or maybe even while you wait. Rick Davis Gold and Diamonds, 40 years of service, 5301 Brainerd Road, 5301 Brainerd Road. Call 580-2587, 580-2587 for Rick Davis Gold and Diamonds, an affordable way to revitalize your jewelry. The half-off party's going on today, so don't miss it at Rick Davis Gold and Diamonds. Rick Davis Gold and Diamonds, 5301 Brainerd Road. Call 580-2587. Rick Davis Gold and Diamonds.
Are you tired of feeling like just another account number to your financial advisor? Try something refreshingly different. Call Edward Jones Financial Advisor Patrick Neal in Hickson at 870-7894. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
Sky Aerial Services uses advanced drone technology to give you a better perspective and depth of your property and project. We offer aerial photography and video for your business, farm, home, or advertising campaigns, as well as editing services to complete the experience. Call us at 423-521-0284 and see how we can help you tell your story about your business, property, or project. We work with real estate professionals, both commercial and residential, developers, engineer inspectors, surveyors, ad agencies, auto and boat dealers, mapping services, insurance inspectors, corporate marketing, charity events, weddings, and photographers. Our consultation is free. Call 423-521-0284. That's 423-521-0284, or visit our website, skyaerialservices.com. Sky Aerial Services. The sky is our limit.
Tired of insurance companies? Tired of doctors that won't spend time with you? Do something different. Leave the sick care model of medicine and come to Dr. Danielle Mitchell, the Chattanooga Sports Institute and Center for Health, where we're interested in long-term health solutions, not the quick fixes. Come see me, Dr. Danielle Mitchell, at the Chattanooga Sports Institute and Center for Health. I'm all about the long-term healthcare solutions and doing what's best. On the web, you can find me at ChattanoogaSportsInstitute.com. That's ChattanoogaSportsInstitute.com. Or call us at 875-1005, 875-1005, or find us on social media, Facebook, Dr. Danielle Mitchell, or the ChattanoogaSportsInstitute.com. Let's go, ya!
We've got a table here at Delia's and Saudi Daisy, ready to delight in a plate of authentic Mexican food. Delia's spreads a rich selection: loaded nachos, crazy chicken, homemade tamales, maybe the enchiladas with beef, chicken, pork, quesadillas. Every dish beautifully pictured on the menu to help us decide. Join us for lunch or dinner. We're at Delia's and Saudi Daisy on Dayton Pike near the Thrasher Light. Here's dinner. Delia's uses the freshest ingredients, cooked to perfection. Nachos, homemade. Delia's open every day except the Lord's Day. For lunch and dinner, treat yourself to Delia's genuine Mexican food. In Saudi, call 521-7145. That's 521-7145.
That smells so good. Smells like a the big Italian dinner. But you're going to walk out with two. Buy one hot pizza, get a one for free. Two pizzas. You got the two for the price of one at Raphael's Italian Restaurant and Pizzeria. My favorite Italian restaurant of all the time. Now, I'm living in Hicks, and I go to Raphael's right down the street in Hicks and Pike, right near Highland Plaza. You're in Saudi Daisy? Raphael's Italian Restaurant and Pizzeria in Saudi Daisy. Just next to Saudi Daisy Church of God. Hey, you're on Signal Mountain. There's a Raphael's Italian Restaurant and a Pizzeria. It's right on the main drag. You're going to love the pasta, the pizza. Buy one hot pizza, get a one for free. Two pizzas. You got the two for the price of one at Raphael's Italian Restaurant and Pizzeria. Tastes so good. Bring the whole family. Come on, Raphael's Italian Restaurant and Pizzeria. Mangia. Salute.
You give us 12 minutes and 40 seconds, we'll give you Chattanooga and the world.
News Talk 1240.
Ooh, baby, it's the Mr. Judd Show.
Is it just me, or does that Raphael's commercial just make you hungry? I mean, that's an actual Italians talking about a great Italian restaurant in Chattanooga. It just makes me hungry. I don't care. It could be at, I want Italian food now. I want to buy one pizza, get one free. That's just great. I love that commercial. I think it's one of the best commercials anywhere on the radio. And we got us some Italians to do it. I mean, a bona fide Italians to do it. It's amazing. So, hope everybody's doing well. You're listening to Hot News Talk Radio, AM 1240. This is the Mr. Judd Show. You can follow us on Twitter at Hot News Talk Radio. And you should do that, because if you follow us on Twitter and you're out and about and you see something happen, you see, maybe traffic gets backed up, or, a small plane lands on the interstate or something like that, you may want to tweet us, let us know. If it's something real big like that, then of course we're going to get it on the air, or we'll make sure we get it out to our thousands of fans in our Twitterverse. You can also follow us, like us, be part of us on Facebook, Hot News Talk Radio. Yeah, isn't that weird how that works? The Hot News Talk Radio is kind of like everywhere. And don't forget about the TuneIn app. We've talked about it. That way you can listen to us anywhere. And go to hotnewstalkradio.com. Hotnewstalkradio.com. You can listen to us. Maybe you're at work or you're at home. I know that there's a lot of people out there that work from their home. And, it's very simple. You've got your computer up and going. It kind of runs in the background. I mean, you never even know it's there. You're getting informed. You get soothed. I mean, you hear my voice. It puts you in a better state of mind. You start smiling. You feel happy. And then the digital drive will come in, and he will tell you how technology is going to take over and the government's going to use it, and we're all going to die. No, I'm kidding. The digital drive's after me from noon to 1. The adolescent does a great job of explaining how technology and government can be good and most of the time not so good. So you want to listen to him. Okay. We're going to talk a little politics. And I know this station is mainly about local issues. I mean, our owners are local and they like the local issues, but in my opinion, what happens in Washington does kind of affect us and locally. You know, it's kind of getting that world, you know, kind of like what happens in the Bahamas. Oh, that's a nice thought. Sorry, I just went there for a minute. All right, so Hillary, poor old Hillary. She just don't get it, does she? While still working at the State Department, Hillary Rodham Clinton, I wonder why they use her full name, but they never say Barack Hussein Obama. Isn't that weird? Isn't that odd? Confidant, Hillary's confidant, Huma Abedin, and who is she? I mean, I know she's Hillary's confidant. You know, her ex-husband is Anthony Weiner, who is an ex-congressman that kind of did the Anthony part. Maybe not the Anthony part, maybe it was the Weiner part, you know, all over Twitter. Remember when he was all over that? Also, here's a little sidebar note. I bet she gets along with Obama great. I bet Huma gets along with Obama great because she has come out and says she's a proud Muslim. Interesting. Anyway, Huma was paid by a private consulting firm, Tino Holdings, to help stage a star-studded reception that included her boss's husband, Slick Willie Clinton, along with George W. Bush and former British Prime Minister Tony Blair as speakers just days after the Benghazi tragedy. Now, this is from the Washington Times. Huma worked on the September the 20th, 2012 event at the glamorous Excess House in New York City, helped entertain potential Tino clients, wowing them with access to 3 former world leaders on a single stage. So she's working on the side for Hillary. I mean, you know, Hillary, she's just not catching a break anyway. I mean, anywhere. So this chick who is working at the State Department at the time, she's working on the side. And don't you find it funny that she's booking events for Bill Clinton? Because you know his past. You know, we were talking off the air. He's looking a little rough. No, maybe that's catching up with him. I don't know. But I just find it funny that Huma, whose ex-husband, Weiner, was all over Twitter. And now she's, you know, helping Bill. Anyway, poor Hillary. I mean, she's, you know, she is just a victim of circumstances. Yeah, right. So, I mean, here she is. She's doing gigs on the side, literally. I mean, let's book some stuff, you know, on the side with this company. Now, where does this company play in the Clinton Foundation and all that? Goodness gracious only knows. You know, and it sure looks like maybe she was selling secrets, or not selling secrets. Let's say selling or renting or offering potential access to things at the State Department. I mean, you have to, the thing about it is you have to admire Hillary is she's making the most of an opportunity. You know, the Clintons seem to do that. They seem to make the most of whatever the opportunity is. So I just, you know, poor old Hillary. And I have said this before on the air. I know a lot of people think that there's a rift between the Obamas and the Clintons, and the Clinton, you know, Obama does not want her to be president. I'm guessing, this is just me, I'm guessing that her husband, Slick Willie Clinton, does not want her to be president. Why would you? I mean, when they think Clinton and the legacy, and, you know, everybody, as we often do, we look back and say, man, the Clinton years were great. That's some of the best years of my life were the Clinton years. I've heard people say that a lot. And he sure doesn't want to be topped by that, because he will be topped just because she'll be the first female president. And don't tell me, I mean, you know, they don't get along. Don't tell me all of these drip, leaks. I mean, there may be somebody in the Obama administration that's doing it, but it wouldn't surprise me if Mr. former President Bill Clinton had something to do with it too. Okay, the Teamsters withhold endorsements for Hillary Rodham Clinton. That's pretty big. Why? Because they want to meet with Donald Trump. And now this is from Fox News. The union refused to endorse. They had a big meeting behind closed doors. This was in South Carolina. The union refused to endorse Hillary Clinton for president. And one of their big issues is, you know, she's just, I mean, they don't feel like she's union friendly. Does that make sense? I mean, got the Keystone Pipeline that she's totally against, and those are union jobs. And it's weird because, if you're a union, you want more jobs because you want more membership, because you want more money, and that gives you more influence over political people. And then she's saying no, which, is really odd for her to do. But she did say that she wanted to come out and get rid of the Cadillac tax in Obamacare, which would, help the union some. But, I think it says a lot when they say we're going to withhold. And some of that may be her scandals too. We don't want to, get too far deep into you till we see if you're going to be around. And in the past, Donald Trump has worked with unions on some of his projects. And, he is a negotiator. Like him, dislike him, whatever. I mean, he's you don't get to be a prominent businessman without having some negotiating skills and compromising skills, which I know he comes off like he won't compromise on anything. But, you have to be able to compromise to make it in the world of business. So I think that's very interesting. Teamsters, the largest union in the country, and that cannot bode well for Hillary. I think it's going to be an interesting 2016. What Republicans start to fall by the wayside? Does it leave Trump and just 4 or 5 others out there to duke it out? How does Trump stay? Does he make it to Iowa? Does he make it through Iowa and New Hampshire and South Carolina and still on top? Does he walk away from the race? Some people are saying he's just doing all of this and walking away from the race. What happens to Hillary? Does she make it? Does Biden get in? Or you got the old socialist over there, Mr. Bernie Sanders. What does he do? To me, it's a sport, and it's one of the best sports around. I enjoy watching it. I mean, not over college football. Big college football game this week as my Arkansas Razorbacks venture into the hostile land of Neyland Stadium in Knoxville as they play the University of Tennessee Volunteers. I think on Clutch, Keon and I need to go through that. His Texas Longhorns have a big game too. You're listening to Hot News Talk Radio, AM 1240. We are, without a doubt, the hottest. We are the most right. We are everything you want out of a news talk radio station. Why? Because we're Hot News Talk Radio, AM 1240. Make sure you listen to us every day. You can catch us at hotnewstalkradio.com, on your TuneIn app, Hot News Talk Radio. Follow us on Twitter and Facebook. That's Hot News Talk Radio. Remember, tomorrow, Bruce Krebs will be here for the Entrepreneur Hour. If you need to get a hold of him before then, 423-875-5621, 423-875-5621. I will be back on Friday. And, of course, we'll be talking about all kind of good stuff on Friday. I've got a great article on drones we're going to talk about. We'll probably go what's going on in the high school football realm, college football realm, and then, maybe you want to do the wine over water, something. Maybe you want to get a little, highbrow. I'm sure that's where the one and only David Tulis will be, having people kiss his rings again, as he was at the fair at Wine Over Water. This is the Mr. Judd Show. You are listening to Hot News Talk Radio, AM 1240.
We spent lots of clouds and fog to start out your Wednesday. Could see an afternoon shower.